he eventually gets the three.
Or a big moment.
Big shot mula kay Juan Gomez de Leon.
At nagpapatuloy po ang aksyon sa inyong PBA 50th season Governor's Cup mula sa Inares Center in Antipolo. Maraming salamat sa inyong patuloy na pagtangkilik sa RPTV at sa One Sports YouTube page. Dalawang import na hindi na bago dito sa ating liga. Aaron Fuller para sa Shine Elasto Painters. Bagong mukha naman para dito sa Meralco Bolts as they're playing for the first time with Antonio Hester. Yan po ang magtatapatan as both Shine and Meralco are looking to respond after losing in their initial games of our tournament. Carlo Pamintuan, Dominic Uy on the call and Dom. Maga pa naman para dito sa mga kampanya ng Meralco at Shine, but you really want to get things going and pick up that win here in this match.
Napaka-importante na makakuha ka ng first win. You know, you look at Shine, especially how they lost in that first ball game, masakit yun. Itong Meralco played without an import, had a pretty good showing. So tingnan muna natin ang ating team standings na pinag-uusapan natin. Again, this conference, may Group A, may Group B. So there's going to be two groups, and then the top 4 teams in each group will advance into the quarterfinals. So yun ang tinitingnan ng ating mga koponan. And each team will play their group mates twice. So in Group A, meron kang mas madaming laban because there are more teams in Group A.
Sa kabila naman, 10 laban in the pool stage for Shine and Meralco. Ito nga, natambakan sila ng Blackwater Bossing dahil syempre gigilding makaganti, makabawi yung mga miyembro ng Blackwater Bossing. They were, I think, embarrassed by the last time that these two teams faced off, so they had a very good response. Yung Shine, they did not have the same energy na binuhat nila in the Commissioner's Cup, but I'm sure that they will be locked and loaded and prepared for a bounce-back performance here today.
Well, definitely a slow start for Shine in that ball game. Ang laki ng pagkatalo nila sa Blackwater. But like you mentioned, naalala ng Blackwater yung 56-point loss nila against Shine 2 conferences ago. You look at the numbers, you know, that's a big number for Blackwater. And they scored 36 points in the first, second, and the third quarter. Really just set the tone. Itong Shine talagang simula't-simula pa lang naunahan sila ng Blackwater. And you can see it from all that numbers. 52 points from the perimeter for Blackwater in that ballgame.
Aaron Fuller spearheading the charge for the Shine Elasto Painters. Even the last time that he was here, maganda rin yung pinakita ng Shine up until na-enjoy yung kanyang mata nasundot in the playoffs, kaya hindi na sila umabante through the finals. But first game back, and it is still same old bully basketball mula dito kay Aaron Fuller. Maaasahan around the rim, picking up points and rebounds efficiently for his squad.
And that's exactly what you want from Aaron Fuller. Yung inside game niya, 38 points, 14 of 22 from the field, 10 of 15 from the free throw line, 15 rebounds. You look at Shine, they're very talented, a lot of good guards. The guys who can play multiple positions. Aaron Fuller is that constant in the middle, and that's why they brought him back. He has unfinished business in the PBA, wants to be able to bring his team into the finals and even hopefully get a championship once again.
Sa kabilang banda naman for the Meralco Bolts, naglaro nga po ng walang import sa kanilang unang laban against the Phoenix Super LPG Fuel Masters. They were in the opposite end no Commissioner's Cup. 2 beses nakatigim ng talo against teams that did not have imports, including this squad in Shine. Tough loss, only a 1-point defeat off of 2 free throws mula dito kay Kenneth Duffin, and we saw how Meralco, was not happy after that ball game. They felt that there should have been a couple of them against Chris Newsom in his 2 attacks.
Parang naging bowling ball itong si Chris Newsom. But one statistic right there, look at the 96 attempts for Meralco, only 68 for Phoenix. That's a huge disparity. That's 28 attempts difference. So you like how Meralco, yung mga locals, maganda ang pinakita in that ball game because obviously they did not play with an import. On the other hand, balikan natin yung Shine kanina nga, hindi maganda ang pinakita ng locals.
and they will be employing an import now. Mabilis namang gumalaw itong Meralco management. They flew in. Itong si Antonio Hester playing his 4th conference in the PBA with the 3rd team that he'll be playing for. Terra Firma, Magnolia, and Terra Firma, yung kanyang napaglaruan, 19.3 points, 10.6 rebounds. This is a bit low coming from Hester. We saw how dominant he could be, at least in his first tour of duty with Terra Firma. So he's definitely capable of providing the same numbers na binibigay nitong si Aaron Fuller para naman sa Rainer Shine as he send it over to our venue announcer for the introductions of our starting units.
PBA fans, this is a golden season of the PBA, and welcome to the Governor's Cup. Our second game, it's the Rainer Shine Elasto Painters versus the Meralco Bolts. Let's meet the starting lineups first from the Rainer Shine Elasto Painters. At guard from Lupon Quezon, number 14, Andre Caracot. From Midsayap North Cotabato, also at guard, number 29, Deo Cuajao. At center, number 10, Aaron Fuller. At forward from Magsaysay, Davao del Sur, number 22, Johnner Clarito. And from Cebu, at forward, number 0, Kalen Johnson. Head coach for Rainer Shine is Yeng Yao. And now introducing the starters for the Meralco Bolts. At guard from Pangasinan, number 5, Jason Brickman. Also at guard from Valenzuela, number 71, CJ Cancino. At center, number 9, Antonio Hester. From Midig, Ilocos Norte, at forward, number 11, Chris Newsom. And also at forward from Cavite, number 7, Cliff Hodge. Head coach for Meralco is Luigi Trillo. Game officials are Bing Oliva, Marty Montoya, Jeff Tantay, and Jason Vipinoso. This game is under the supervision and regulation.
Oliva, Montoya, Tantay, Vipinoso, your officiating crew for this ball game. Starters, Caracot, Cuajao, Fuller, Tiongson, Clarito for Rainer Shine, Brickman, Cancino, Hester, Hodge, and Newsom para naman sa Meralco Bolts.
Carl, very different starting 5 para dito sa Rainer Shine. Nakita natin, ang pareho lang nag-start from the previous game, ang kanilang import na si Aaron Fuller. Even though Coach Yeng is known for that, usually there are not 1 or 2 guys that will start the same game again. Pero ito, mukhang hindi talaga niya nagustuhan kung paano nagsimula itong Rainer Shine in the previous game. Fresh 4 guys coming in for the locals.
Hindi nga lumamang, Dom, no? Yung itong Rainer Shine, kaya naman kailangan nilang makapagsimula ng mas maayos.
Carlo, 36 points ang give up mo in the first quarter, in the second quarter, and the third quarter. That is just too many points that you give up.
Caracot finds Tiongson, tapos titira agad-agad. He is a specialist and he rattles home his first look. Deo Cuajao converts from 3.
Well, you look at the struggles ng locals ng Rainer Shine in the previous game. Guys were not able to knock down those 3-point shots. Cuajao was actually 0-4 from the 3-point area in the first game.
Alam naman nila that that will be a natural advantage for Rainer Shine as Meralco does not attempt or make a lot of threes. Hindi talaga yan yung kanilang bread and butter. Antonio Hester gets his first bucket as a member of the Meralco Bolts.
Ang maganda dyan, that pick and roll kasama si Jason Brickman. Brickman, because he's looking to pass first and foremost. So kung ikaw si Hester, puposisyon ka lang ng tama, he'll be able to get you that basketball.
Natural point guard. Itong si Brickman, meanwhile, a nice pass down low. That's big to big. Kalian Tiongson to Aaron Fuller for another bucket for Rainer Shine. Brickman, titira mula sa labas. Sobra, as a rebound is snapped by Newsom and claimed by Aaron Fuller.
And so far, nakita natin yung plays itong Meralco, quite simple. Just Hester giving that big, and they're trying to create from that action.
Bit of a mismatch down low, but Newsom staying present and forcing the miss. Mula dito kay Kalen Tiongson. A forward pass, nakaligaw 9. Hodge is gone.
A basket and an assist so far para dito kay Hester.
Si Hodge kasi yung nagbabantay sa taas kanina, no? Bilis siya
nakababa. And that's really interesting kasi itong Rainer Shine, usually sila yung team na nakakauna makababa, especially pagdating sa offensa. They need also to guard, kumbaga yung strength nila, kailangan mabantayan nila dun sa kabila.
Poor pass coming from Deo Cuajao as it ends up as a turnover. Sidestep move from Antonio Hester as he hits again his second basket of the ball game. Lalamang na sa pinakaunang pagkakataon ng Meralco, 6-5.
Just needing to make himself available. His teammates will be able to find him. At alam natin itong Meralco is a very patient half-court team. And they like sharing that basketball as well.
Karakot gagante to retake the advantage for the Shine Elasto Painters. Kailangan din natin sabihin, no? Officially, di na nila kasama itong si Gian Mambuno, former team captain for the Shine Elasto Painters, traded to Phoenix Super LPG. Drop pass was tapped and then stolen by the Oahu for Shine.
Madaming nagulat doon at nakita ko ang interview ni Coach Yang Gao at sinasabi niya masakit, di ba? Mawawala itong si Mamu. Pero end of the day, you know, this is the business, this is professional in the PBA and things like that will happen. So ang tanong dyan, moving on, ano bang mangyayari? Anong gagawin?
Another turnover of another pass mula kay Oahu leads to a bucket for Brickman. Kaya babalik ang abante sa Meralco, 8-7. Karakot to Fuller. Attempts top of the key three, and that is good. Their second three ball of this match.
He's got 5 points in the ball game. Si Aaron Fuller. Pagdating naman sa kabila, Hester with 4.
Brickman, ganda ng pasa patungo kay Newsome, but he will come up dry on that three-point attempt. Tatakbo sa kabilang banda ang Shine Elasto Painters. Karakot biglang pumasa sa ilalim, natapikan. Another turnover. As Newsome breaks free, iniwan pa kay Brickman for the easy layup.
You like how Meralco also trying to push that basketball, trying to keep in pace with Shine. Usually, hindi mo sasabayan sa pace itong Shine.
Pero ngayon, nakikipagtakbuhan itong Meralco Bolts, and it is working out for them. Karakot misses the three-point shot. Rebound goes to Cancino. Magmamadali ulit itong Meralco, pero nakita ni Newsome na nakaset up na yung depensa. Now they'll set up their half-court play. Handoff pabalik dito kay Cancino. Ilalabas niya kay Hester. Siya naman ang titira mula sa labas. But that shot rims out.
Continuous movement as well for Shine. You know, maganda, you can see them filling their spots and just being able to spread the floor. Ang bilis mag-seal nitong si Aaron Fuller, and then 4 guys are outside just trying to give him enough room, and if the defense sacks, then they've got an open 3.
First substitution of this ball game. Anton Asisio coming in for Andre Karakot. And because you traded for a pick for a first round in the 53rd season of the PBA, it means na yung mga gwardiya mo biglang magkakaroon ng mas mahabang playing time. If you're Shine as Brickman, that will be, I think, a traveling violation.
Obviously, masakit na mawalan ng teammate, right? Na ma-trade siya, especially a guy like Mamu who was their team captain. But at the end of the day, it also opens up opportunities for the guys that are left.
We send it over to Ms. Aileen Shi.
Carlo and Dom, dahil sa forecasted na 4 hanggang 5 laro ang kinakailangan ni Jordan Varnado para makarecover sa kanyang calf strain, agad nang tumawag ng tulong ang Meralco para hindi nila kailangan maglaro ng All-Filipino na naman ngayon. The good news is, nandito na si Antonio Hester, who was just contacted last Monday, got on a flight on Wednesday, and had 1 day of practice prior to this game. Ika nga ni Antonio, he's banking on his PBA experience to help with the chemistry he needs to gel with this Meralco team. And as for Coach Luigi, he just wants to see Antonio use his familiarity, size, and heft to his advantage, knowing that a quick integration is needed today. We're just gonna be taking a quick break. Magbabalik pa po ang PBA.
Finish the transition, guys. The approach. Just good decisions, and we can run on them, okay? If we keep the stops. Let's take assist to number 8. I think he's got you, number 8. Okay? Let's screen with
Connect Tech, our official IT partner.
Spread muna tayo! To quicken the pace, let's go spread! They're running transition, we're not getting back on time!
Adrian Nocum, 17 points against Blackwater. One of the locals na talaga namang nakatulong kahit papaano dito kay Aaron Fuller in that ball game. It was a flat performance from the rest of the crew as they were beaten up by the Blackwater Bossing to deal them their first loss of the tournament in their debut game.
Well, 17.6 assists and 2 blocks. Obviously not bad performance para kay Adrian Ocum. Obviously something to do. Also, he needs to be able to improve on is the turnovers for Adrian Ocum. But again, like you said, siya lang mag-isa eh, di ba? Yung mga iba kinakailangan ng tulong para dito sa Rain or Shine. And we know that, you know, on a general note, itong Rain or Shine, the locals are always contributing. However, in that ball game, not able to deliver.
Dalawang free throw mabibigay dito kay Anton Asisio dahil binangga siya ni Antonio Hester. You know, a little bit of contact when it comes from someone like Antonio Hester, ay titilapon ka talaga.
Yung iba baka ma-hospital na eh.
Kita mo yung pagkabuo talaga ng katawan nitong mamang ito, no?
Magandang subok.
Adrian Ocum. We'll see action a little later on. The second free throw for Anton Asisio is good. 2-point advantage for the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters.
Well, going back to the choice of the Meralco Bolts para dito kay Antonio Hester. You know, it's such a short amount of time. Tama eh. Ganda nung I feel that the biggest concern why, or the biggest reason why they brought Hester here is yung familiarity niya with the PBA.
Yeah.
And they know that he's a presence inside and he's a hard worker. When he played for Terra Firma, when he played for Magnolia, nakita natin yun. So whether they were up in the standings or down in the standings, the effort was there for Antonio Hester.
Yung height pang guardia itong si Hester, but his game is really for a four.
Yeah,
no?
exactly.
Yun talaga yung skill set ni Hester, kaya bagay na bagay dito sa Governor's Cup. At nakikita naman natin yung resulta. Another miss, this time coming from Cancino.
And Carlo, if you've noticed, every single time that ball has gone up, yung mga teammates ni Hester na tumira, he's always crashing the boards.
Yeah. Hard worker. Normal yung mga 15-20 rebound games para dito kay Antonio Hester.
Kaya ikaw ang gusto kong katrabaho eh. Hard worker ka eh. Yung sa first game kanina parang hindi eh.
Wala akong skills.
So sinasabi mo yung nasa first game kanina may skills?
Oo, nakakashoot-shoot yung si Magumar John ako. Nananapit lang siya rumi-rebound.
Nakakashoot siya?
Oo.
Parang yung balita ko lahat hindi eh.
14-12 is the count. Nakasagot na ang Rain or Shine Elasto Painters. Lead goes back to them. Bounce pass matungo kay Hester. His pass, telegraph. Thrown forward. They wow in a foot race. Ang ganda naman ng pege niya as he will get this bank shot to drop.
See, that time, unfamiliarity with his game. They were expecting him to go all the way to the basket already. So everybody just stood there. So walang bailout pass itong si Hester that time.
Hester hands it off to Brickman. Punta kay Asisio. He provides the screen. Brickman sa ilalim. And to pick up his dribble. Cancino attacks towards the left. Cancino nakiraan and he gets the layup to drop.
Just such an explosive first step for Cancino.
Down to a 2-point advantage for the Elasto Painters. Clarito kicks it out to Fuller. Made a 3 earlier. Misses this one. Arch picks up the board. 4-4-4 remaining in your first quarter of action. Cross-court pass. Newsome. Umatake. Humihit. And he will be fouled. Dalawang free throws ibibigay sa kanya of the contact coming from Fuller.
Yun sinigurado ni Chris Newsome na may tawag. You could see visibly upset ni Meralco and Chris Newsome in that game. But, you know, that's the thing. It will happen. The referees will make mistakes in terms of the calling. And we know na itong league is always trying to improve on the officiating. And you just got to move on.
And, you know, itong si Newsome was never really known
to complain
all that much, di ba?
But also, it's a lot easier for us to say, you know, just move on. But, you know, when you're 100% invested and it's a game, it's an important game, even if it's your first game, you've worked so hard for it, talagang mapapareact ka rin talaga eh. So, but again, the learnings is usually after the emotions have calmed down.
Pinaglaban kasi nila, di ba? Wala nang ang import, nandun pa rin sila sa dulo.
Gusto naman nila na sila naman ang makapanalo na wala silang import. Kasi last conference, 2 beses silang natalo sa team na walang import. At isa na nga doon, itong Rain or Shine.
In the elimination round and then TNT in the semifinals. Wow! His second 3-point conversion of this first quarter. 10 points for him. One-hander Mabilis na ganti naman mula kay CJ Cancino. The pace has been good here in the first 8 minutes of this matchup. Wow, titira, mas malayo. Pasok pa rin!
There are games that yung mga tao sa Rainer Shine talagang mainit. Di ba? 1 quarter, they'll just explode.
Oh, good pass down low. Bates. Patient move as he gets the end one.
You know, I like what happened to Bates there. Hindi niya pinadali. Wala yung footing niya at the time. Nakikita mo parang yung paatras niya, montik siyang mawalan ng balanse. But took 1 dribble, had patience, got the contact, got the 2 points.
Nakapagpakagat pa ng foul mula dito kay Kailan Tiongson. But going back to Wahaw, that's just Rainer Shine basketball. Yun yung kumpiyansang binibigay ni Coach Cheng Yao to any player. As long as you work for that shot, feel free to take it.
Remember, Carlo, in the previous conference, yung karakot 7 3 points sa isang quarter. Right? So, andun di ba? May license ka to do that. You see your teammates being able to do that. That's why the practices of Rainer Shine are always so competitive.
Bates, the bonus free throw is good. Kaya ibababa niya ang hinahabol ng Meralco sa isa na lamang 22-21. Asisio, naghahanap ng kaibigan, bibigay kay Fuller. Aaron Fuller goes to his right side and hits the layup.
Kung nakita mo, ayaw ibigay ni Brandon Bates yung kaliwang side, but Fuller able to fake him and then go all the way to the right side and get that layup.
Tama naman yung basa ng depensa, no? Pero mas magaling lang yung tira mula dito kay Aaron Fuller. Cross-court pass, muntik na maagaw. Brickman goes on the drive. Iniwan pa kay Cliff Hodge for the reverse.
Look at how fast Meralco is able to get down.
Pero
Because
mabilis din yung tira.
dahil
Kay
yung
Kailan
Rainer Shine,
Tiongson.
pag fast break, hindi naman nila hinahanap basta layup lang eh. Kahit 3 points or 4 points, pupull up yan.
Basta maganda yung nakitang shot attempt, why not? Yan ang tinatanong lagi ng Rainer Shine. Gaganti ba ang Meralco? Another drop pass, another reverse. Kabilang anggulo lang, pero parang replay mula kina Brickman at Hodge.
Tsaka wala pa ako nakikita talagang tira na inayawan nitong Rainer Shine. Right? As long as you take it with confidence, yun ang pinakaayaw ni Coach Cheng, yung hindi ka titira na libre ka.
Meanwhile, Kailan Tiongson patuloy na nagpapakita ng magandang bitaw. That's back-to-back hits for him of 3 and 2 for 5 points in total. 29 first quarter points and counting for Rainer Shine. Ayun na naman, another patient move. Hindi nagmamadali ito si Bates.
Because he's so athletic, he's so light on his feet. Ang problema din, he needs to gain that strength and make sure that even if he absorbs that contact, hindi siya mawala sa balance and still be able to put up that basketball.
2 minutes, 3 seconds left in our first quarter. Rainer Shine up 2 points, 29-27.
They're going downhill every time. Try to stay in front. If you need to switch, you can switch. Just don't let them go downhill. Ball screen. Ball screen, we go under. You squeeze. Squeeze. We go under. Oh. Pag-tili screen niya. Pag-tili screen, i-squeeze nyo. Mag-a-adjust lang tayo pagka na-try ba na tayo.
Nagbabalik tayo dito sa Inares Center in Antipolo para sa tapatang Rainer Shine at Meralco Bolts. Nang matapos matambakan sa kanilang muling laro kontra Blackwater, ang sigaw ni Coach Cheng Yao that the adjustment they have to make today is not only just physical, it is more so psychological. Kinulang daw sila sa effort in their last outing at hindi pa nakatulong na nawala si Mamu sa kanilang lineup leading up to this game. Mabilis daw ang mga pangyayari as Mamu was still in their training last Thursday. Ika nga ni Coach Cheng, Mamu is a key figure in what we do with his quickness and leadership on and off the court. Pero dahil mahaba ang minuto na kanyang nilalaro, it just gives us the opportunity to explore our two guards and see who will step up. As for today's game, inulit ni Coach Cheng na kailangan nila ng effort, continuing to work on their defense and rebounds while also limiting their turnovers. Back to you, Carlo and Dom.
Maraming salamat, Miss Eileen Shi, for that report. Siyempre, it will take some getting used to bago masanay itong Rainer Shine Elasto Painters being without Mamuyak.
Integral part siya rotation, right? He was the captain. He's one of the leaders. He's got so much energy. The upside is so huge. Ang magaling na nga siya. He plays both ends of the floor. And never really complained, right? Even when he was playing well and then the next game hindi kayo sa start, walang problema dito kay Mamu. He's just ready to play whenever he's asked to play.
Bukas po maglalaro itong si Mamuyak for the Phoenix Super L.
Very interesting to see also how he will be used there at anong mapapakita niya.
At sino nga ba yung kalaban nila bukas? Well, you like that matchup between RJ Barrientos and Mamuyak, right? So, unang sampa, mainit-init agad. Debuting Barangay Ginebra, San Miguel ang makakatapat ng undefeated Phoenix Super LPG Field Masters. That'll be tomorrow at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Ang dami ng naipupuntos. Ito si Brandon Mates at 7 coming off the bench for Brandon. Ton Asisio had to throw the pass off. 3-point shot from the corner is good. Mula dito kay Villegas.
Ano ba ito si Villegas? We know that didn't start out his career well in Rainer Shine because of that injury. They were very patient with him. And then when he got healthy, maganda naman ang pinakita. Then towards the end of the conference last time, na-injure ulit. Again, they've been patient with him, but look at what he brings to the court. Brings that stability as well. Not the most athletic, but very effective.
UAP mythical 5-member for the UE Red Warriors. Ito naman, Gali Custe, 3 pasok para kay Maliksi. Instant impact coming off the bench for Alain. And that's another player who's had his fair share of injuries. Ito si Alain Maliksi. This one, napahaba rin dahil I think it was a back situation that he was dealing with. But still,
if I remember correctly,
he stayed patient until he got back his opportunity.
If I remember correctly, tuhod ang naging injury niya. When he was trying to recover on his way back, he was working so hard, he ended up injuring his back. At kaya tumagal itong si Alain Maliksi. The good thing again, you know, he's obviously one of the veterans in Meralco.
For sure.
Pero yun nga, he stayed patient and he had just signed yung time na yun. Yung na-injury. Because kaka-champion lang ng Meralco and then he signed the fresh 3-year contract.
Ang time reverse layup mula dito kay Adrian Nocum na. Wala shot time dito sa ating first quarter. Pero pareho po na, napakarami pa ng fouls to give. So Rainer Shine can actually delay or waste some time here kung gugustuhin nila. As Chris Banquero goes on the attack. One-hander, too strong. Villegas. Siya na rin yung susubok dito. But that will not fall in. Uneventful first quarter of action. High scoring. Good pace between the Rainer Shine Elasto Painters and the Meralco Bolts. At ang namuno dito sa Rainer Shine, ang unang nakapuntos para sa kanila, Deo Quajao. 13 points, including 3 triples in the first 12 minutes. Tignan natin kung mapapanatili niyang mainit yung kanyang shooting throughout this matchup dahil kakailanganin yan ng Rainer Shine to stay ahead of the Meralco Bolts. Who will step up? Who will fill the void na naiwan? Itong si Gian Mamuyak yan ang gustong sagutin ng Elasto Painters dito sa kanilang laro. Their second assignment of the Governor's Cup against the Meralco Bolts. They lead 34-32.
Naman, alam ko malaking tiwala sa amin ng mga coaches na kaya mag-step up nung iba dyan. May dahilan yun kung bakit nangyari yun. So yun, naniniwala pa rin naman ako sa kapasidad ng mga teammate ko. And yun, na kaya magampanan yung pagkawala ni Cap Mamu.
Oh, that's just really a part ng basketball.
Ganun talaga eh.
These things happen. Yung mga akala mo, matagal mo makakakampi, biglang matutuldukan ang inyong pagsasama. Araw-araw mo makikita ngayon, makakasalubong mo na lang pag magkalaban na kayo. Dito sa PBA, meanwhile, a basket to open. Second quarter to tie the ball game for the Meralco Bolts, 34 apiece.
Talking of opening yan talaga para sa ibang mga guards, especially the two guards of Rainer Shine. And nakita natin si Kuahao, he had 13 points in the first quarter.
Doble na yan sa kanyang average. As Alain Maliksi misses the layup. Luis Villegas taps the rebound over to himself. First minute gone already here in our second quarter of action. Adrian Nocum gagamitin yung screen mula kay Villegas. Yung pound dribble pero yung layup hindi uubra. Tori was fouled. Referee saying play on.
Ito si JV Mocon, galing din ng Rainer Shine. Yan is what, first 4 or 5 years he was playing for Rainer Shine. But when he moved, did not have the same success. Pero maganda dito, ever since he moved to Meralco, he's really fit like a glove.
Nag-Phoenix, nag-NLEX hanggang makaabot dito sa Meralco. He took every bit of the 2.9 seconds that he is allowed downstairs.
Inaantay ko na nga yung pito eh.
That jumper will not fall in. Para dito kay Manaytay, 36-34. 2 puntos ang abante ng Meralco Bolts. Aaron Black ibibigay sa ilalim. Hester off the spin. That will be a foul against Manaytay. Na siya yung naatasang pumisikal dito kay Hester.
And that's the beauty of you being familiar with the PBA brand of basketball. So Antonio Hester, alam niyang pisikalan. What a move by Antonio Hester.
Play of the half is brought to you by Sports Plus. Nakawala pa. Nadaan sa tiyaga nito si Hester.
Tatlong sumubok bumantay dito kay Hester. Pivot, pivot, pivot. And finally, with that layup.
Banquero nabitin yung pasa pero nasa lupa rin ni Mocon. 4 to score. Mocon inside. Mintis. As Rainer Shine will get another opportunity to tie or even take the lead here in the second quarter. What a pass coming from Asisio locating. Ito si Villegas.
Talking of assists, in the first quarter, Rainer Shine with 9 assists. Pero itong Meralco, they had 11.
Yeah.
3 assists for Cancino and 3 assists for Brickman.
Ngayon, import versus import ang ating matchup. Maliksi, 3-point shot. Good again. Pangalawa na yan sa ating laro.
Big 3-point shooting quarter for Rainer Shine in the first 12 minutes, making 6 of 11 threes.
Good defense coming from Maliksi. Ngayon, magre-reset muna ng opensa. Pero paubos ng oras. Kailangan ng tumira. Pumasa pa at mauubusan na nga ng oras. Panira na dapat kay Malonzo kahit na itong si Fuller nakatingin na sa ring dome eh.
Akala niya ititira na itong si Malonzo but not able to take that shot. But what a great pass that time by Asisio all the way to Villegas.
Kala yung tres, pangalawa dito sa ating laro para kay Alain Maliksi. Poste na naman itong si Antonio Hester kontra kay Fuller. Banggaan, kaltagan sa ilalim, mintis yung tira at foul ang ipipito of the loose ball. Second personal foul for Hester. At this point, we send it over to Miss Eileen Shea.
Gentlemen, to add more to the conversation, kay Aaron Fuller nanggaling ang 35% ng puntos ng Rainer Shine Elasto Painters sa kanilang huling laro kontra Blackwater. Kaya naman ang sigaw ni Coach Caloy Garcia, hindi po pwedeng si Aaron lang ang nagtatrabaho. We need to balance it out. And with Aaron taking care of the boards too, ang hanap ni Aaron is better shooting from the locals, lalo na from the three-point line, especially knowing may import na ang Meralco. Ika nga ni Aaron, I've faced Antonio Hester multiple times in the PBA and in the IBL. He's good down low and with his jumper. So kailangan ko yung batayan, lalo na siya ang nanalo sa huling pagtatapat namin sa IBL. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Eileen. While you were reporting, nakahanap ng panabla itong si Adrian Nocum, and then they force a turnover. Aaron pass coming from Aaron Black. Dire-diretso sa sideline at babalik ang bola ngayon sa Elasto Painters.
5 points so far for Nocum after that 3-point shot.
Itong tres na para dito sa Rainer Shine. Dadalawa para sa Meralco Bolts. That one will fall in of the one-hander for Adrian Noco.
You're just guessing when you're trying to defend itong si Adrian Noco. You don't know if he's going to attack. He's so quick. Gets up there. But he also has that pull-up jumper. That's why it's so difficult to stop him.
Banquero. Pinili yung screen mula kay Bates. Mocon. Atake ngayon yung kanyang pasa na tapik. At ngayon nanakawin ni Malonzo. Luis Villegas. Pull up 3 from a big. Rainer Shine lang ang gumagawa niyan. But that will be
Tsaka early in the offense,
yep.
diba?
Oh, another poor pass. Hindi nagkakaamo yan. Ito mga miyembro ng Meralco Bolts.
Needing to get into a rhythm itong Meralco with their import. Pero makikita mo, labas-pasok din na yung kanilang import. We're trying to see also if they want him to be able to last all 4 quarters.
Bumaba rin yung efficiency sa opensa nitong Meralco Bolts nung umupo si Jason Brickman, doing a great job earlier of setting up his teammates. Ngayon, nakawala itong si Malonzo. No communication this time on defense.
Wide open that lane, nobody protecting that rim.
5 minutes already gone here in our second quarter. Aaron Black, right-handed shot, won't make it. Tatakbo na naman itong Rainer Shine. Titira agad-agad ng 3. That is good. That's double digits now for Adrian Noco.
You know what's difficult if you're Meralco? Those were 2 wide open 3-point shots for Noco. Though it's early in the offense, but it's wide open. No communication once again defensively. Wide open shot, 7 points down. Itong Meralco.
And we have a timeout with Rainer Shine enjoying a 46-39 advantage. Kai Soto joining the Rainer Shine Elasto Painters practice. Must be nice to have someone like Kai Soto.
Kung pwede lang, diba? Kung pwede lang.
Kahit trade yung 10 first overall picks. Basta si Kai ang kapalit, okay lang sana. We send it over to Miss Aileen.
Gentlemen, tulad nga ng nakita natin sa kanilang preparations, para sa larong ito, malaking biyaya ang nabigay sa Rainer Shine with Kai Soto joining 3 days of practice. Ika nga ni Coach Caloy Garcia, it was Kai's camp that reached out to them knowing that Kai's dad is good friends with Coach Yang. He wanted to train with the team para daw he can stay in shape, and for Rainer Shine, it was also good exposure, lalo na at nakapractice sila ng kanilang depensa against a real big. Win-win situation nga ito, especially as they go up against a taller Meralco team today who has been controlling the boards and is intentional in writing the same story every time na magtatapat sila. Balik sa inyo.
And whatever Kai Soto is preparing for, whatever's next in his career, all the best to him.
Oh, for sure. No, and end of the day, ang gusto lang naman natin ay makaabot siya sa NBA.
46-39, a 7-point advantage for Rainer Shine. Mintis yung tira mula dito kay Banquero. Ganda ng shot play. One dribble pull-up jumper short for Alain Maliksi. Kailan Tiongson leading the attack. Ganda ng pasa sa ilalim sa Rumaragasang Aaron Fuller.
Remember in the first quarter, you were saying na hindi pagsabayan ng Meralco and able to get down. But the past few times, Rainer Shine just shifting into a different gear and beating Meralco offensively. There are 5 guys right away running down offensively. Nakakakuha sila ng wide open shots. And this is an example that that's basically a 4-on-2 fast break. Just making the defense of Meralco pay.
Because that's the opposing center of Rainer Shine running down. Kaya wala talagang makakapigil dyan.
And Meralco, Carlo, pag sa Rainer Shine kayo, di ba, bawal kang hindi tumakbo. Doesn't matter how tall you are or how small you are, you need to be able to run up and down.
Kaya yan din dapat yung sabihin ng depensa ng Meralco, no? Bawal kang hindi tumakbo dahil pupuntusan ka ng rain or shine. Balik sina Brickman, Cancino at Newsome dito sa laro dahil ito ay 12-0 run na. Muntik na maging turnover. But itong si Aaron Fuller will attack. Mid-range jumper way off for Fuller.
Good defense that time by Brandon Bates.
Cancino using the screen. They trapped him. Bates yung kanyang extra pass na nakawin ni Clarito. Tatakbo na naman itong rain or shine. Aaron Fuller again with a layup.
See, that time that was 2-on-4. With the defense of Meralco, they're now running down. Pero yung communication kulang pa din, di ba?
And look at those who ran down. It's 3 guards.
Yes.
Di ba kahit na anong effort pa ng mga gwardyang yan, they do not have the size. Dahil kung bumangga sila, tatalsik lang sila against Aaron Fuller.
Ang mahirap kasi doon, ang nangyari dun sa turnover, it was Bates trying to give up that basketball to Cliff Hodge down low. And after that turnover, everybody from Rain or Shine tumakbo na pababa.
Double-digit advantage, 50-39 para dito sa Rain or Shine. Newsome. Pinanggan itong si Clarito. Newsome gets the ball back. 4 seconds remaining in the shot clock. Hodge, pwersadong tumira. That's another miss.
Look at how
Mensa ng Meralco hitting a brick wall. Outside shot. No good. Ball tapped out of bounds by Fuller.
Look at how fast Rain or Shine is getting down that floor. At walang naiiwan eh. 5 talaga. Ang bumababa, beating Meralco so far. And that's why, what? That was a 12-0 run. So make that, what is it now? 11-point lead.
Yeah, it's a 14-0 run. 15 na nga dahil bonus break na pa si Fuller. Meanwhile, Newsome titira mula sa labas. Finally something from Meralco. Pero parang nasaktan yung daliri ditong si Newsome. He's had some troubles with his hands from time to time. So let's see if he'll be able to stay in this ball game. Nokum from the elbow. Ang bilis ng gante mula sa Rain or Shine.
Ang taas ng jumper din kasi itong si Adrian Nokum and he gets there so quick.
Hester, kakabalik lang. And he is met by a bump coming from the double team of Kailan Tiongson. He'll be sent to the stripe for 2.
Hester in the first quarter played 8 minutes and scored 6 points. Had 3 rebounds, 1 assist and 1 turnover. And you can see they're still trying to figure out how, diba, sabi ni Aileen kanina, isang ensayo lang para dito kay Hester. And that's why I think they're keeping the offense very simple. That he's just giving screens and diving. So his teammates need to be able to find him as well.
Di pa nga na-factor in yung jet lag dun.
Oo.
Ang hirap din yan. Mabilisan.
Diba natawagan siya ng Lunes, nandito na ng Wednesday.
And when they say stay ready,
Yun na yun.
naka-impake yung basketball shoes.
Backpack lang.
Binitbit na lang itong si Hester.
Lagi lang sa backpack, okay na.
Nunod lang siya sa sa Pilipinas live abroad. May papalitan na bang import?
Nanonood yata siya ng World Cup, tapos bilang natawagan.
Never say no to an opportunity. Jonard Carito, poposte. Short jumper is sweet over the defense of Newsome.
That's a 10-point lead by Rain or Shine. Definitely now in control of this quarter.
Emergency kick-out pass. Cancino. Mintis yung tira mula sa labas. An offensive rebound mula kay Cliff Hodge. Newsome, 3-point shot. Can't get another one. Pero isa pang offensive rebound. Fresh 14 na naman. Sa wakas, pumasok na mula dito sa possession ng Meralco as a 3-ball is converted by Brickman.
I always say you like it when Brickman is looking for his shot because he can't shoot. And, you know, bihira lang siya tumira. He probably takes, 5 attempts a ball game.
Nokum. Bibigay kay Fuller. 3 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Fuller, pumoposte, pumipihit, iniwan pa kay Clarito. Naipit sa dalawang depensa at mauubusan ng 24 ang Rain or Shine.
2 beses na yan. nangyari dito sa Rain or Shine. Credit that defense of the Meralco Bolts.
At ngayon, magkakaroon tayo ng timeout with the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters. Still protecting the same 7-point lead, 54-47, heading into this quick break.
We have to go under the screen. We have to go under or switch. There's two things we're doing on the ball screen. You go under or you switch. If it's Hester, you have to scram on Hester. If you're switching on Hester, but you have to go east or switch. Hey, look. Let's keep it simple on the post. Let's run a zipper for Aaron. Just a zipper. So that
Rain or Shine Elasto Painters staying ahead of the Meralco Bolts. Yung first half nila, 5 of 14 from the 3-point range kontra sa Blackwater Ballsing. Ngayon, 8 na ang naipapasok mula sa labas. Kuhahawang nagsimula. Sumama si Fuller, sumama si Villegas, si Tiongson. At ngayon, itong si Nokum din, nakatira na mula sa 3-point range. Kaya abante pa rin sila dito kontra sa Meralco, 54-47.
At Carlos, sinabi mo doon yung depensa, di ba? Mas maganda na shooting nitong Rain or Shine. Pero pati sa depensa, in the first quarter of Blackwater and Rain or Shine, 36 points is what they gave up. In the first quarter, this time, 32 ang give up nila sa Meralco. And so far here in the second, kasi nung second quarter, 36 points din ang binigay nila dito sa Blackwater. So far this quarter, only 15 is what they've given up to Meralco.
Yun yung nagbago dito sa ating second quarter. Kaya umabante na itong Rain or Shine. Newsome ibibigay sa ilalim, pero mintis yung tira. Malakas off the bank yung subok nitong si Antonio Hester. Fuller humihingi ng bola. That ball kicked. No need to reset the shot clock. It will stay at 18 seconds. 2.5 minutes remaining in your first half of action. Kailan Tiongson hands it off to Clarito. He'll go one-on-one against Newsome. Still a lot of time remaining in their shot clock. Clarito creating space. Same shot, same result against New.
He just knows exactly what to do with that basketball. Doesn't matter where he is on the floor. And naman, once upon a time, itong si Jonathan Clarito is the most improved player.
Jason Brickman. Yung pasa niya na antala. And this is a 3-on-1. Another strong finish from Aaron Fuller on the dunk.
How many fast break points does Rain or Shine have in this quarter?
Pero hindi nakatakbo pabalik ang depensa ng Rain or Shine. So that is an opportunity to go on the counter-attack for the Meralco Bolts. Aaron Fuller having another solid performance in their second game of the Governor's Cup.
9 fast break points so far para dito sa Rain or Shine in this quarter.
Ilan dun kay Fuller? Parang 6 yata kay Fuller.
Kasi nung first quarter, lamang pa sa fast break points ng Meralco eh. 10-5. So in this quarter, it's 9-2 in terms of fast break points.
Yan, Antonio Hester getting another tour of duty here in the PBA. Meralco banking on his familiarity with the league. Siyempre, yung scouting, di nag-aanong kailangan dahil marami pa rin kilala itong si Antonio Hester sa mga nakakalaban niya na dati dito sa PBA when he played for Terra Firma and even with Magnolia back in 2023.
Tsaka iniisip mo dito, plug and play dapat eh, diba? And you know already more or less his game if you're Meralco as well.
Tiongson susubok isa pang 3. In and out, rebound for Hester. Antonio Hester threads the needle. Pero kinailangan nilang iikot pa yung bola. Cancino absorbing the contact and hitting the one-hander.
So smooth. No, yung galaw nitong si CJ Cancino. Parang hindi nahihirapan ng basketball.
Ibababa niya ang abante ng Rain or Shine sa piton. Newsome takes the ball away. Newsome, nakita niya, nakaset up na yung depensa. Ang trailer, si Hodge, ibibigay kay Cancino. Short corner jumper, Mindis. Hodge, offensive rebound na naman para sa kanya. Newsome, block from behind. Itong si Villegas. Hester, misses the layup. One more try for Meralco. Subok ng subok, but this will be waved off. An offensive foul. He cleared out with his shoulder.
Offensive foul number 11 is Newsome, his first foul. 14 on Fernando. Substitution for the Meralco Bolts. Rapid coach for Hester.
May kasamang frustration Dom eh, no? Nakita niya paulit-ulit yung mga bintes, so he felt he needed to push off.
Creating space, di ba? Suki na sa kanya kanina si Villegas eh. Ito ulit. Hester.
Kailangan mag-ingat na sa foul situation itong si Antonio Hester. Ganda naman nun. Taas ng pabanda mula kay Adrian Locum as he continues to pour in the points for Rainer Shine dito sa ating second quarter.
Forced to sub out itong si Antonio Hester with the number of fouls that he has right now.
Pero papasok ang isa pang tres mula dito kay Brickman para makasagot kahit papano para dito sa Meralco Bolts. Last shot time. May isang foul to give ang Meralco, so they can use that. Kailangan rin umatake agad-agad itong si Locum, but he can't be fouled. Hindi makahabol yung depensa, and that will be a completed stop for Meralco as Cliff Hodge absorbs a loose ball foul.
Looks like it is going to be on Kalen Chongson.
At gagamitin din na pagkakataon yan para tumawag ng timeout, burn that 30-second timeout to draw up a play in the final 3.3 seconds of this first half. Kung makapuntos dito yung Meralco, as bad as this quarter felt, you won't be
not bad.
You won't be too sad heading into the dugout.
Not so bad. Well, you know, in this quarter for Rainer Shine, Adrian Locum with 12 points already. 12 of the 26.
Yung malaking announcement earlier in the week. Ang NCAA boy may bagong tahanan. Signal TV, the new broadcast partner, signed by MVP, by Sir Ricky Vargas, sama ng NCAA board at ng kanilang ManCom. So we're excited to have them here in the MVP family at magsisimula po yan September.
It's really interesting to see yung mga college standouts be able to play, and you could see their career, their story right before they make or they go to that next step.
At dyan magtatapos ang ating first half of action. Maganda naman yung play na ginuhit. Hindi nga lang pumasok yung tira. Itong si Chris Newsome. 3-point shooting, Dom. A huge story in favor of the Rainer Shine Elasto Painters in the first half.
Well, much better shooting for them in this game. Both against itong Meralco Bolts. 8 of 16 itong Rainer Shine. Meralco 5 of 14. Itong Meralco nga, kumbaga malapit na mag-average in terms of 3-point shot attempts. For Rainer Shine moving that basketball well, especially in the second quarter. They had a number of assists, 9 assists in the first quarter, and able to get those outside shots. Meralco needs to do a better job also of closing out, especially on the fast break.
Rainer Shine will hang on to a 6-point advantage. It is 60-54 at the end of our first 24 minutes of action. Center here in Antipolo for the second game of your doubleheader. Rainer Shine Elasto Painters ahead by 6 points kontra sa Meralco Bolts. Parehong kupunan, naghahanap na kanilang pinakaunang panalo dito sa PBA 50th season Governors Cup Group Stage. Carlo Pamintuan, Dominic Uyendo Coldom. Iba yung kwento in the second quarter. Rainer Shine building a double-digit lead. Pero yung Meralco nagpakita na kaya rin nilang makabalik dito sa laro.
Well, you look at the game of spurts, yung game of runs ang nangyari dito. Nakita natin early in that second quarter, yung three-point shooting nitong Rainer Shine, they were able to spread that floor and really get that ball inside that basket. 8 of 16 from the three-point area for Rainer Shine in the first 24 minutes. 5 of 14 naman for Meralco, not bad at all. You look at the rebounds, though, Meralco controlling the rebounds. That's why they were able to come back as well at the end of the second quarter. Assists in terms of that moving that ball, both teams with 15 assists. Ito yung sinasabi natin, yung fast break points. Nung first quarter, lamang ang Meralco dyan. Pero nakabalik itong Rainer Shine in the second quarter, and that's why they were able to get a big lead in the second quarter. But towards the end of that second, Meralco able to come back as well.
Adrian Nocum Leo Cuajao, Aaron Fuller. Pare-pareho na naka-double digits para sa Rainer Shine. Sa kabila naman, Antonio Hester at Jason Brickman, ang leading scorers ng Meralco Bolts. Muli po itong dalawang kupunan tumikim ng pagkakatalo sa kanilang unang salta dito sa Governor's Cup. Ang Rainer Shine natambakan ng Blackwater. Ang Meralco naman kahit walang import, 1 point lang yung naging pagkatalo ito. Panoorin natin paano nalibre yung mga 3-point shooters ng Rainer Shine.
And you look at how that defense collapses, and then the 3 shooters were spreading out that floor, at yung ikot na bola, yung extra pass nitong si Anton Asisio to Cuajao to knock down that 3-point shot. Tapos eto naman, makikita natin. Look at the guys from Rainer Shine just beating everybody from Meralco. That's 4-on-2. And because Rainer Shine spreads that floor, because they were able to knock down those threes, hindi alam ng Meralco sino babantayan. Babantayan ko ba yung 3-point shooter o the guy slicing down that lane. That time, Aaron Fuller able to get that layup because of the Rainer Shine Elasto Painters able to spread that floor.
Tapos yung tumatakbo, 4-5, napakahirap pigilan yan. Samantala, Antonio Hester, siya naman ang magsisimula ng opensa dito sa ating third quarter. 3 from the corner. Para kay Hester, bigla-bigla, 3 na lamang ang abante dito ng Rainer Shine.
Paalala natin itong si Hester, a little bit of foul trouble in the first half. Has 3 in total. That's why napaaga din yung pag-upo niya.
Cuajao had a big first quarter of action. Tingnan natin kung may natitira pa na bala. Itong si Cuajao, they will need him to still put up shots. Brickman, Hodge, Hester, Cancino, Newsome. Ang 5 ng Meralco Bolts. Brickman nakiraan sa ilalim. That's a 5-0 start in favor of Meralco here in the second half.
You like, again, Jason Brickman attacking, coming off the screen and going all the way to the basket.
Clarito, Fuller, Manaytay, Karakot at Cuajao naman ang 5 para kay Coach Yeng Giao. Mismatch sa ilalim pero hindi uubra yung pabandang tira ni Manaytay. Tatakbo naman ngayon ng Meralco. Brickman iiwan kay Newsome. Straight away 3-point shot is gone. What a start for Meralco.
2 3-point shots for Meralco here at the start of the third quarter. And ganun-ganun lang, lamang na itong Meralco, 62-60.
8-0 run. Yep. Galing natin
Oh, sabay pa tayo.
Simple.
Oh.
Kakasimula pa lang kasi. At eto na, yung layup makakasagot na. Etong si Karakot, Meralco asking for a traveling violation. Referee saying it was legal.
What we've seen, Carlo, though, yung rim protection nitong Meralco needing some improvement.
Ito, sama-sama natin. Pwedeng panoorin. Makita natin yung layup nitong si Karakot. Or maybe a little later on. 62-62, 2 minutes gone here in our third quarter. Brickman. Papasa sa ilalim pero sinalubong ng help defense. Binangga nitong si Clarito, si Hodge.
Oh, it looks like he may have tweaked his ankle there.
Cuajao.
Looks like there will be a review here.
There'll be an official
Ayun.
review of the last foul.
Di pala bangga. Clarito, unfortunately, stepping in to the path of Cliff Hodge. Kaya yung pagtupi ni Hodge, di ba? Iba. But you know that he's a tough guy.
Alam mo, that's is probably the most common injury, I would say, in basketball, yung twisted ankle, di ba? Lahat ng basketball players, sigurado ako, na-twist na yung ankle niya. But that's one of the things that you need for mobility, right? You need your ankle to be close to 100% to be able to cut through and elude yourself from the defense. Or on the other hand, pag dumidepensa ka naman to be able to keep up. And Cliff Hodge tweaking his ankle there.
That's a first personal of Dale Cuajao, second team
Just a
foul
foul
for the Elasto
mula
Painters.
dito kay Jonard Clarito. Referee saying not in the act of shooting, hindi makakadilihensya itong si Cliff Hodge. He was asking for it, pero hindi mo na siya pakikinggan. Cancino, umatake sa baseline, short corner, one-hander, ayaw. Aaron Fuller with the rebound. Karakot. Oh, his pass telegraphed and stolen. Thrown forward to Cancino. Iniwan pa kay Newsome for the layup.
I really like how Cancino is able to control his speed there and his momentum, be able to give up that pass to Newsome.
Now, this unit has worked really well for the Meralco Bolts. Nalamangan lang naman sila nung nagbalasa ng mga gwardya. Itong Meralco Bolts, the run actually happened when it was Aaron Black and Chris Banquero running the point and the shooting guard position for the Bolts.
Don Asisio coming back for Rain or Shine also gave a good account of himself.
Again, we thank you for joining us dito po sa RPTV at sa One Sports YouTube page. Carlo Pamintuan, Dominic Uy, and Miss Eileen Shi. Ang inyong coverage team for this ball game, the second game of our PBA doubleheader. Meralco, abante ng dalawa. Another errant pass, telegraphed by the defense. Itong Meralco Bolts, tatakbo na naman itong si Brickman.
Oh, what a pass.
Pero masyadong maraming depensa mula sa Rain or Shine. Counter steal para dito sa Elasto Painters. Matigil yung kanilang atake. Ngayon po poste. Itong si Aaron Fuller goes to his strong side, and when he turns to that side, madali na yan.
Well, hard to stop him if you're Cliff Hodge, giving up a number of inches in terms of height. Talking about Anton Asisio giving a good account of himself in the first 24 minutes. Apat yung assist niya, though he only had 2 points.
Mintis naman yung corner 3 nitong si Hester. Kaya mananatili tayong tabla, 64 apiece. Teo Kuahao ginamit yung screen mula kay Fuller. Nawala ng balanse, panandalian, Manaytay, mabibitin. Cross-court pass. Cancino on the strong drive. Sealed screen provided by Hester.
Oh, really good movement and rhythm for Meralco here in the third quarter. 12-4 so far itong quarter na ito para sa Meralco.
Clarito, kanina pa nagugustuhan yung matchup niya against Newsome.
That's number 4.
I think only the third. Let's hear them out. Yep. Pass ball daw. Kaya hindi pa free throws yan. Yep, third personal foul on Antonio Hester.
Thank you for that, Carlo.
But now you have to be careful. Can't commit your fourth early in this.
Thank you again for that.
And that's a hack coming from Cancino. As we send it back to Eileen.
Carlo and Dom with Rain or Shine shooting close to 60% at the half. Ang gusto agad solusyonan ni Coach Luigi Trillo ay ang hot 3-point shooting ng Rain or Shine. Ika nga niya, we need to get better on transition, and seeing how Rain or Shine capitalized on their 11 turnovers with 16 points off turnovers at the half, ang sigaw ni Coach Luigi, we need to be stronger with the ball. Para naman sa Rain or Shine offensive rebounds, ang gusto nilang bantayan. Maganda daw na aggressive sila sa kanilang mga tres. Pero kailangan rin daw nilang hanapin si Aaron Fuller at the post. Ang gusto nilang kabisaduhin ay ang individual tendencies ng kanilang matchups, lalo na at nakakailang tres na sina Alain Maliksi at Jason Brickman. And knowing na tatlo na ang fouls ni Aaron Fuller, paalala ni Coach Yeng Giao, anticipate na niya na ita-take advantage siya sa depensa, which means kailangan mas disiplinado pa siya. Balik sa inyo.
Tabla tayo ngayon. 66 all as we thank Miss Eileen Shi for that report. 7:38 remaining sa ating ikatlong yugto. Brickman atake na naman. They're finding that area wide open for repeated drives.
Brickman again being aggressive there, scoring another point.
Aggressive baka mo. Ang tapang ng tirang yon mula dito kay Asisio. Big block from Manaytay, stopping one-on-one. Ito si Antonio Hester. Wow! Ibibigay sa ilalim kay Fuller. Inikutan yung depensa. That's a big 5-0 run for the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters, extending their lead back up to 3 points.
Even with that big run of Meralco at the start of the third quarter, itong Rain or Shine did not panic. Coach Yang pushing the right buttons, bringing in number of guys, assist you. Mas maganda ngayon yung takbo ng ofensiba itong Rain or Shine.
Pero may problema sa kanan yung depensa ng Rain or Shine. Masyadong bukas. Yung mga layup masyadong simple. Samantala si Manaytay nakaw na naman ng 2 puntos dyan sa loob ng depensa ng Meralco.
Napaka doon, Carlo, dun sa kanan, dire-diretso sa basket eh.
Cancino. Binomba pa. Ganda naman doon mula kay CJ.
Again, basketball just looks so easy with CJ Cancino.
Daming sandata daming weapons itong si CJ Cancino can hurt you in a variety of ways.
Saka parang hindi mahirap yung basketball di ba? Whatever shot it is, he's able to make it look good and easy.
Cancino, nanakawan, clean swipe according to the referee. Ball recovered by Brickman. Umikot pa!
Brickman now with 16 points. 4 in the first, 6 in the second, and another 6 here in the third.
Magpapalasa ng tao itong Meralco as we check out this play of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, a 180 coming from Jason Brickman as he rescues the play for Meralco at siya na rin ang kukumpleto with this reverse layup. Balik ang kalamangan sa Meralco Bolts, 74-73. Aaron Fuller pumatake. Nahanap ito si Manaytay who will have to earn his points from the stripe.
A lot more pinpoint passing for both teams. We like how in the first 2 quarters they were unselfish, getting 15 assists each.
Manaytay pwedeng ibalik ang kalamangan sa Rain or Shine as he'll have 2 free throws when we come back from this timeout.
The ball. Find Aaron. Move the ball. Find Aaron. They will collapse. You can get open. You have to be strong with the ball. Okay? We have that possession already. We already have that possession. Simple zipper. Okay? Simple zipper. Ito si ano to, hindi, si Deo. Okay? Post. Okay? Dive. Kasi gagawin yan, si Bates yan, ida-dive mo. Para yung tao nito sama, you can hit Deo here. Okay? Kaya pwede kayo mag-high-low. Pwede kayo mag-high-low.
Sa defense, puro mana ng layup nila.
Coach Hengia really the time who would give opportunities to players depende sa basa niya ng laro. Ngayon naman, binigyan niya ng pagkakataon dito sa third quarter para magsimula. Ito si Manaytay, may nakita siya at malinaw naman yung nagiging resulta. Depensa, opensa, nakakatulong. Itong si Manaytay, may paparating pang 2 free throws.
Ang maganda dito kay Manaytay, even in the previous conference, di ba hindi siya natatakot, and even in the big stage, even in the playoffs, nung binigyan siya ng minuto, he was able to produce.
Tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang ganda ng kanyang pinapakita dito sa ating third quarter. Dom will also want to take this opportunity to extend our condolences to the family, friends of JV Gallego, former NU Bulldog, former San Beda Red Lion, former Gilas Pilipinas youth member. Nakikiramay po tayo. Maliit lang naman yung basketball community dito sa Pilipinas. So, it's really tough when you see someone as young as JV Gallego. Again, our RPTV, ito pong signal
Lahat po tayo.
for extending our condolences sa pamilya nito sa JV. We still have 5 minutes remaining dito sa ating third quarter of action. As Deo Cuajao goes on the attack, dribbles it off his foot for a turnover. Bong Quinto completes the stop. Sa ilalim na naman, pero sobra yung reverse layup nito si Cliff Hodge in traffic. Tatakbo ang Rain or Shine. May bumabang depensa, hindi inalala. Itong si Jonard Clarito, sinagasaan sa gitna to extend their lead back up to 3.
Carlo off that miss. There's 5 guys for Rain or Shine running. And again, that was a 4-on-2 fast break. And itong si Aaron Fuller is just diving all the way to that shaded area to seal whoever's in front of him.
Tres na naman mula dito kay Brickman, and when that 3-point shot is going for Brickman, He's so difficult to stop.
Oo, 19 na para dito kay Jason Brickman. He's doing from the three-point area. He's also attacking, but he's also giving up that basketball when he needs to.
Pero ngayon nautakan na ng veteranong depensa nitong si Cliff Hodge. Ang mas batang si Manaytay drawing the offensive foul. Three-point conversion. Once again, ito malaking problema for Meralco in their last game. Pero ngayon, mas marami silang naipapasok. Nakakuha pa ng stop sa kabilang banda to try and break this 77-all deadlock.
David now coming in for rain or shine. One guy also that's, if you think about it, parang spotting minutes niya. Diba? Depende dun sa nilalaro ng iba. But again, Coach Yang Yao giving opportunities to all his players.
A steal here. Oh, pero si Duerte doon. Itong si Bates, nagtakas lang ng braso. Biglang umangga sa kanya yung bola. Samantala, hindi naman makakapuntos yung Meralco Bolts sa pagkakataong yan. Adrian Locum mishandles but recovers. Clarito sa ilalim. Block by Bates. Clarito gets it back pero masyadong maraming depensa. Ilalabas niya muna. Aaron Fuller, umatake, baseline drive, reverse left, ayaw pa rin. May tumalsik na katawan. There will be a foul drawn by Mocon.
Foul number 42, that's his first, fourth,
3 minutes, 35 seconds remaining. Hindi talaga nanatili, no, Dom, yung taas ng ating scoring mula nung first quarter. It has slowed down considerably in the second and the third.
34 points for Rain or Shine in the first, 32 for Meralco. And then the second quarter, 26 and 22 na lang yan.
Three-point shot is open from the corner para dito kay JV Mocon.
One thing that's been consistent is the energy level of both teams.
Nokum ilalabas. Malonzo naman ang umatake. Reposition from Nokum and he ties the ball game with a counter three.
Both shots, both three-point shots, nobody able to challenge yung three-point shooter.
Brickman ilalabas kay Mocon. 4 gusto. Pasok yan para dito kay Banquero.
When you move that basketball, a lot more difficult for the defense to challenge an outside shot.
The first ever to make a 4-point conversion in PBA history. That's another one to his tally. Tignan mo naman yung depensa mula dito kay Brickman na ambush. Itong si Malonzo deflects the ball off Malonzo's hands and back to the Meralco Bolts sa kanilang bola. Pagbalik natin from this time out, they're protecting a 4-point lead, 84-80. Minutes remaining in your third quarter of action. Man of the moment for the Meralco Bolts ay walang iba kung hindi. Ito si Jason Brickman, all-around performance, efficiency from the outside and inside as 19 points, 6 assists. 3 3-point conversions for Brickman.
Jason Brickman just came to play today. You could see that this guy, again, once he puts his head down, napakahirap niyang mapigilan. Can dribble, can finish, can attack, can step back, can take that open three. But also, when he's most deadly, yung mga pasa niya dun sa mga teammates niya.
Susubukan dagdagan ang kanilang 4 na puntos na kalamangan. Ayun na naman, pasang Brickman. Dire-diretso dito kay Brandon Bates.
As long as you're patient, he will find you. Brandon Bates now with 9 points.
Ganda court vision itong si Brickman. Natural point guard talaga.
Ang tagal inantay ng Meralco yan, ha?
Ngayon, mauuna itong si Moko. Iiwan kay Banquero, the floater, nabitin. Battle for the rebound is won by Meralco. Umikot si Banquero, nakiraan sa ilalim, but still can't get that basket to drop.
Look at how fast Joshua David is pushing that ball.
Pero board lang yung tinamaan no kanyang 3-point shot from the corner. Buti na lang para dito sa Rainer Shine ay may natawag na foul dito kay Mokon.
Sakit para kay Moko nun kasi wala namang rin chance makakuha ng offensive rebound dito si Aaron Fuller.
Hindi yun yung angulo ng bote. Hirap kaya nun, banda lang yung tatamaan pero galing ka na sa corner. Hirap yun, ha? 86-80, ani mga bante ng Meralco Bolts. David, atake na naman, layup wala, rebound para kay Quinto. Bong Quinto. Bumara muna pero iniwan siyang mag-isa. 3-point shot. Pasok yan!
Wide open for the longest time. Wow, 3-point shooting of Meralco in this quarter. Now a 9-point lead for the Bolts.
Pinakamalaking kalamangan. 35 points. Bumalik na yung parang first quarter na pagpuntos. At tatalsik yung depensa ni Bong Quinto. Akala ng Meralco, offensive foul.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Kumalas bigla itong si David, hinanap yung kanyang natural matchup. Pero hindi na sila nagkaintindihan ng kanyang mga kakampi. Kaya yun, napabayaang mag-isa doon sa linya itong si Quinto.
Arlo, naalala mo nung first 2 quarters, sinasabi natin nagkakaroon ng problema sa communication itong Meralco doon sa depensa. In this quarter, number of times, it's been rain or shine.
Pero yung pinuto rin natin kanina, no, nagka-problema yung opensa ng Meralco when they had both Banquero and Aaron Black as the guards. Kaya yung adjustment nila Coach Luigi Trillo, iniwan si Brickman, pinagpahinga si Nusam at mamaya pwedeng magpalit naman sila. Si Nusam naman yung po-point. Tsaka ba't mo nga naman di bababad sa ganda ng laro itong Brickman? But just as quick as Meralco built this lead, Rainer Shine, we saw what they did in their quarterfinal match against San Miguel. Nakita natin gano'ng kabilis nilang pwedeng paguhin yung buong tema ng isang laro. So do not count them out of any ball game just yet.
Especially Rainer Shine. If there's one team, you look at San Miguel, explosiveness ng isang quarter. And Rainer Shine, a team like the San Miguel Beermen as well.
Brickman goes behind the back. Brickman, pumasa pa. Pero mintis yung tira para kay Bates. Second effort, wala pa rin. Third effort, uubra na para kay Quinto.
Again, if you're Brandon Bates, you just gotta keep on pushing it. You gotta keep on, kahit na magmintis ka sa mga ganon, it's okay. You know, you don't want to get frustrated and then not want to shoot that basketball anymore.
Pero kanina pa pabor yung rebounding dito sa Meralco Bolts. That will be a foul against Meralco at nasa penalty na ang kanilang koponan. So, 2 free throws yan para dito sa Rainer Shine.
What a quarter so far for Meralco. 5 3-point shots by my count. Make that 6. Antonio Hester actually opened up the third quarter with a 3-point shot.
37 points here in this third quarter for Meralco. Ang depensa nila maganda rin kasi 22 pa lang yung naipupuntos ng Elasto Painters. They have 23 now off of the first free throw mula dito kay Kailan Tiongson. Oh, check this though. Rainer Shine has 0 second chance points.
This whole game.
This entire game.
Well, mataas din kasing field goal shooting nila in the first 2 quarters. Remember, they shot 57%.
91 to 83, an 8-point advantage.
But obviously, very different here in the third quarter.
Call to give para dito sa Rainer Shine Elasto Painters. Iiwanan niya ang Meralco with 7.7 to work with. Zipper screen para mabigyan ng magandang pagkakataon mag-receive. Ito si Brickman pero maganda yung switch. Maganda yung basa ng depensa ng Rainer Shine. Banquero siya na didiskarte dito. 4 na sekunda lang nalalabi. Banquero, 4 na naman ang gusto. Pasok na naman for CB!
Give him enough space. Itong si David. Chris Banquero feeling it. His second 4-point shot of the ball game.
That will be a grand total dome of 41 third quarter points for the Meralco Bolts. This one obviously counts for Chris Banquero. At ang dadalhin nila ay 10 puntos na kalamangan. Well, 12-point advantage rather, 95 to 83 para sa Meralco Bolts kontra sa Rainer Shine Elasto Painters. Wow! 13 puntos agad yung kanyang binitawan. 3-3 sa first quarter. Pero alam naman natin, syempre maraming tumutulong sa opensa para sa Rainer Shine at maging para sa Meralco Bolts. Ang ganda ng pasahan ng magkabilang koponan. Jason Brickman namumuno sa isang banda, si Anton Asisio. May mga nakita rin ng mga bukas na kakampi. Especially in the first half. Ang ating import matchup, dalawang veterano na sa PBA, basically canceling each other out. 17-9 para kay Aaron Fuller, 17-8 naman para kay Antonio Hester. 12 more minutes of action here inside the Linares Center in Antipolo. Bubuksan natin 3 mula kay Caleb Johnson.
Carl, narinig natin in between the quarters during that break, hinahanap ni Coach Yang Giao itong si Kalen Johnson. They wanted to set him up and he was able to deliver with that 3-point shot.
Pinabati nga rin pala natin ang Gilas Pilipinas men 3x3 team for winning top 5 sa Nations League Asia's top 5. Tinalo nila 21-19 ang New Zealand. As we have a foul kontra dito kay Antonio Hester on that rebounding play.
Nakikita mo labas-pasok itong si Antonio Hester for Meralco. Maganda rin naman kasi ang pinapakita ng local crew ngayon ng Meralco.
Kaya ayaw mo rin makuha niya yung kanyang pang-5 personal foul this early in the fourth quarter. 2-3 magkasunod para sa Rainer Shine. They're never out of it.
Never out of it. Lalo na yung 2-3 na galing doon sa dalawang malaki. Di ba?
Bigla na kalahati na yung abante kanina ng Meralco. Pasok na naman yung 3 mula kay Chris Banquero.
2 4-point shots in the third quarter for Banquero, and then now in the fourth quarter, a 3-point shot for him.
Lokom on a mismatch. Pinapasayaw itong si Brandon Bates. Gumamit pa ng bangga pero mintis yung tira. Ang rebound pupulutin ni CB. Banquero hindi magmamadali. Nakita niya marami nang nakababa mula sa depensa ng Rainer Shine. Gagamitin yung screen ni Mocon. Banquero pumihit. Ibibigay kay Aaron Black. Aaron, push shot is good with the right.
Because they're so patient offensively, makikita mo the defense is flattened already, which allows now the guy coming from the outside, at that time it was Aaron Black, to have a clean lane to the basket.
Yung heat check mula dito kay Kalen Johnson hindi uubra. Mananatili na nasa 11 lamang ngayon ng Meralco Bolts. Poposte ito si Quinto. Ball tapped out of bounds by Quahao. Two minutes already gone here in our fourth and final quarter. 4 na naman ang gusto. Why not? That is the third 4-point conversion of Chris Banquero.
Naiipit sa screen itong Sinoko. Nobody extending out on Chris Banquero.
Inakandiran no? Hindi pa rin nire-respeto yung kakayahang makatira ng 4 nitong si Chris Banquero, and they pay for it one more time. This is now the biggest lead of the matchup for the Meralco Bolts.
Carlo, pag-usapan natin yung third quarter. 7 of 15 from the field ang rain or shine. That's 47%. That's not bad at all. Pero itong Meralco, 62%. So, ganda, di ba? That's 15% more. However, ito yung mas malaking bagay dyan. 16 of 26. They had 11 more attempts in the third quarter. That's why that was a big 41-23 quarter for them.
Tapos may mga 3, may mga 4 pa, kaya lumobo bigla yung kanilang kalamangan. Meanwhile, we have a review dahil sisilipin kung ipipito ba as unsportsmanlike foul yung binigay nitong signals in terms of the fouls being called para pag naglaro internationally ang kahit anong PBA team, kahit sinong PBA player, especially for Gilas Pilipinas, di na sila mangangapa masyado, no? Di na mag-a-adjust sa tawagan.
And that's something that we've seen really, that sometimes when we play international, nahihirapan mag-adjust yung ating mga players.
Yung mga payakap na foul na ganyan, hindi talaga nakakalampas in FIBA basketball. Dom, kahit saan mo ilagay, when you hack first, tapos yumakap ka dun sa kabilang braso, that's an automatic on sport.
Pero alam mo, obviously nagre-react yung mga players. Pero kung babae yung hinag nitong si Chris Banquero, may magre-reklamo kaya?
Baka, kailangan muna magpaalam.
Tama.
Consent.
Tama. No, but again, you know, the change in the rules na sinasabi natin, napakalaking bagay nun to be able to get more accustomed to the FIBA style or a way of not just the calls, right? And the physicality, yung pinag-uusapan natin nga kanina, ang napansin mo, especially in the international scene, yung off the ball, more physical basketball, pinapabayaan.
104-89 pagkatapos ng mga mintis na free throw. Mula sa parking lot naman, 4 rin ang bibitawan at ipapasok ni Quahao.
He's hot. Having a really hot, big game.
First basket mula ng first quarter para kay Deo Quahao. 17 puntos na yan para sa kanya, baba sa 11 ang lamang ng Meralco Bolts. Wong Quinto, ginagalawa ng depensa, mintis yung kanyang tira. Kailan Tiongson, pupulutin ang rebound, tatakbo na sila. Quahao, stop and pop, pasok pa rin!
Wow! I mean, he's looking for his shot. Diba? Nakita mo, pupunta siya dun sa 3-point area or the 4-point area and the perimeter. He is just getting that basketball and releasing.
No conscience type of shooter ito si Deo Quahao. Gagante si Aaron Black. And he will get to answer back with a 2-point shot in traffic. 106-96, balik sa double digits ang abante itong Meralco Bolts. Villegas humihingi ng bola. Mas maliit yung depensa. The double team comes. Johnson, ibabalik kay Quahao. The flyby, the 4, in and out. Put back, pasok. Oh, but that is going to be waved off. Malonzo will be called for the push.
That was almost in for Quahao. I mean, before that happened, let's see what the referees are calling
There
here.
will be an official review of either 3 or a 4-point attempt.
Oh, this is a referee-enabled review dahil gusto nilang tignan kung 3 o 4 yung huling tira nitong si Deo Quahao. But this was the last shot. At think yung in and out na tira, ito yung mga mahirap tawagan eh. Kasi tumulak si Malonzo, pero inipit din dito si Banquero yung kamay niya. So again, it all depends on the angle of the referees kung ano yung kanilang makikita.
Tapos na nakakuha ng offensive rebound si Malonzo.
So anytime during game, pwedeng i-review ng ating mga referees kung 2 ba yan o 3 o 4. They have the capacity to do so.
Ladies and gentlemen, after the review, the basket made of De Juajao at the 9-minute 6-second mark of the fourth quarter is a 2-point conversion.
So yung tira kanina ni Juajao,
Yep.
106-95 in favor of the
they
Meralco
did not
Bolts.
review yung foul kanina.
No. That's not reviewable. Yung reviewable,
yun eh.
yung tres na tinira niya, if it's
Substitution
more than
for
3.
So it was just a 2-point shot.
Jonathan Clarito for Mike Malonzo.
At any time in the ball game, pwede nilang i-review yan.
Anytime. Kung may duda yung referee, pwede niyang tignan ulit. At yun nga yung naging resulta.
Alam mo, lalo na in transition, ang hirap eh.
True.
Di ba?
Yeah.
Paano mo hahabulin yung mga player? Mas malalaki yan, mas mabibilis.
106-95. Mocon sa kabilang kanto naman. Pasok na naman para kay Mocon. Pangalawang tres na yan. Itong si JB dito sa second half.
Meralco with a 14-point lead. There's some sign of life for rain or shine, but Meralco, so far, they have an answer.
Pull-up jumper short. Kontra kay Nokum. Sabi ni Chris Banquero, wag munang magmadali. Let's set up a play. Let's make the defense work mula dito sa rain or shine. Ngayon, chase over na yung depensa. Titira naman ng tres. Wintes. Bates with the offensive rebound. Mocon wide open. It's a miss this time, but another offensive rebound. Nanakawi naman ang rain or shine. Nokum. Muntik mawala yung bola at yung iikot pa. And that will be a strong drive in the bucket para kay Jonard Clarito. Still a lot of time remaining in this ball game. Marami pang pwedeng mangyari. Nagnanais pang makabalik. Ang Rain or Shine Elasto Painters. Naghahabol sila dito ng 12 puntos pero nananatiling maganda ang kanilang pasahan. Susugurin ni Jonard Clarito yung depensa ng Meralco as we head into this timeout. Reviewing if it's a 2 or a 3 or a 3 or a 4 is allowed under FIBA rules na ngayon ginagamit na dito sa PBA. Ito yung tira niya kanina. Naghanap ng ibang anggulo. Ayun. Yung camera natin na nakalagay sa taas ng backboard, yun yung may pinakamagandang basihan para sabihing dos lang yung naipasok nito si Juajao. Now we send it back to Miss Eileen Shi.
Carlo Endom nagbaba na ng utos si Coach Yang Giao in the latest huddle, cut down the double-digit lead completely by the 6th minute. Dagdag pa nga ni Coach Yang, magsisimula yan sa depensa. They are still making shots, so we gotta work in adding pressure so we can double down on defense. Pagdating sa opensa, kailangan daw nila tumakbo. He wants them to get close as the basket as possible. As he says, hindi pwedeng bail out ang dos. We need to finish our layups. Para naman sa Meralco, paalala ni Coach Nenad is to be wary of how Rain or Shine can capitalize shots on transition. Kaya naman they need to take better care of the ball to avoid fueling this. Dagdag na rin dito ang pag-challenge ni Coach Nenad kay Bong, saying challenge your defender to guard you and take advantage of the post. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Eileen. And this is the guy who needs to really pour in the points. Medyo tumagal tahimik. Ito si Aaron Fuller. Kailangan na magparamdam dito sa ating fourth quarter.
Well, they need to find him. And then he needs to be able to get some offensive rebounds as well. Yung sinabi natin, di ba? Wala pa ang second chance points kanina itong Rain or Shine.
Biglang nakawala ito si Bong Quinto as he gets an N1 opportunity from a near turnover to a three-point play opportunity.
We've seen it so many times, keeping the ball alive. Itong Meralco getting opportunities, second chance points, recovering the possession. And this time, itong si Bong Quinto just taking it all the way to the hoop.
And when you attack with that kind of aggression, you make things happen. Dahil kailangan kang salubungin ng depensa, Bong Quinto. Masusubukan ngayon from the free throw line for the bonus. He will complete the play. Ayan, nasa kabing tatlo pa rin ang abante ng Meralco Bolts. Coach Engiao, sabi nga ni Miss Eileen, hindi na dapat double digits yan. About the 6-minute mark of this ball game, Aaron Fuller now is starting to put in the work.
And you want him to go inside, especially against Antonio Hester. Hester, who's got 4 personal fouls.
Past the halfway mark of our fourth quarter, an 11-point lead for the Meralco Bolts. Bong Quinto, umatake na naman. Mid-range jumper is good. That is signature Bong Quinto.
Bong Quinto now with 10 points in the ball game. All coming in the second half.
Sila ni Moco, no? Biglang nag-iba yung diskarte dito sa second half after a quiet first 2 quarters for the meanwhile. Fuller.
That's 6 straight points for him.
Binabangkuhan ng butos. Hester naman ang susubok sa tatag ng depensa. That will be a hacking foul. That will be drawn by Hester.
Caught reaching in that time. Itong si Quahao.
Dome total rebounds 41 to 26 in favor of Meralco. Offensive rebounds 13 to 2. Kaya wala pa nga ni isang second chance points itong Rainer Shine.
Usually itong Rainer Shine is the one that leads the opposing teams in terms of rebounding. Kasi gang rebounding din sila eh.
Let's see if they can still correct that situation. Poke from behind. Tapos frustration foul mula dito kay Chris Banquero.
Banquero complaining to the referees that he got hit. Kaya nawala sa kanya yung bola.
Na-warningan pa siya for the sentiment to a call or to a non-call. Well, depends kung ano yung tingin mo, inaangal niya, yung foul ba niya o yung kawalan ng foul that he thought should have been called versus Rainer Shine. 114-103, less than 5 minutes remaining. Noko, mintis everything but the shot on that attack.
You look at the game right now. Iba-iba yung nagpakita sa iba-ibang quarter. Right? For both teams.
Antonio Hester, deep reverse is good. Kaso nagkabanggaan. Pagkatapos ng play, itong si Quahao colliding with Cliff Hodge. Tingnan natin ulit kung ano yung nangyari. Yun! Napuruhan. Ito si Quahao. Yung braso mula dito kay Cliff Hodge.
Left hand. Elbow. Could be an elbow.
The referees already prompted the review. Gusto nilang silipin kung ano nga ba yung nangyari doon sa sitwasyong yan. Sakit niya na for Quahao. Still down. I think there will be some blood.
Looks like there is some blood.
Mukhang meron talaga.
Kung sa ilong ba siya tinamaan.
Let's see what the decision will be.
Ibandang mata. Parang boxer's cut yata.
Ladies and gentlemen, after the review, unsportsmanlike foul on Cliff Hodge. There's a technical foul on Rain or Shine head coach Yang Yao for using profane language.
So, unsportsmanlike foul, itatawag kontra kay Cliff Hodge. Tapos may technical din kontra kay coach Yang Yao. We will sort everything out when we come back from this timeout. Sila 13-point lead para dito sa Meralco Bolts, 116-103.
Luis! Luis! Okay. Okay. Let's run a pitch. Okay. Let's run a pitch. Okay. Luis, you're on one side. Aaron will pitch to you. Okay. You try to go downhill. Kick here. Okay. Jonard or no. You be okay. So you can shoot a 3 just in case. Now he's trying to go downhill. If he helps, you take the shot.
Ito yung napituhan ng unsportsmanlike foul dahil sumalpok talaga yung braso nitong si Cliff Hodge sa pagmumukha nitong si Deo Quahaw.
And they're still working on him. Nakita natin may dugo at possibly parang boxer's cut, di ba? Pamilyar ka dyan. Ang dami ka nang nakitang ganyan.
Pero normally suntok pag gano'n.
Eh parang suntok din.
na people's elbow. Kaya di pa nga makakabalik dito sa laro for the time being itong si Deo Quahaw. And again, the difference between FIBA calls and PBA calls is that even after an unsportsmanlike foul, wala na tayong 3-minute penalty. Wala na tayong 5-minute penalty. You get to stay in this ball game. It's credited as one of your personal fouls.
Ang nirereklamo nitong si Cliff Hodge, tinulak daw siya. Well, I mean, in rebounding, there will always be a little nudge. A 13-point lead still by the Meralco Bolts. 4 minutes and 33 left. A lot of time left on the clock for Rain or Shine. Villegas coming in for the injured Quahaw.
So ito yung free throw mula dun sa technical that was whistled
on Coach Yeng.
On Coach Yeng. Buong quinto, sinulit ang pagkakataon. Tapos tawid tayo sa kabilang banda dahil si Luis Villegas who came in for Quahaw. He will be the one to free throws.
2 free throws, Luis Villegas.
Villegas, Tiongson, and Fuller. This is a tall lineup for Rain or Shine with 2 bigs alongside their import. So let's see how they will match up. It means Bongquito will have to defend a much taller player. Let's see how that pans out. Ahirapan dun sa inbound itong Rain or Shine. But now the ball is saved in the hands of Adrian Nocum. They're still staring at the 12-point disadvantage. Aaron Fuller goes all the way.
He's been able to score in this quarter. Fuller now with 8 points in the fourth. 25 in total.
Ganda ng biglang adjustment mula dito. Kay Coach Yang Yao, biglang nagpalaking ng lineup po puwersahin na mag-react itong Meralco Bolts. Brickman has it up top kontra kay Nocum. Umatake sa kanan, Humara picks up his dribble. He's in trouble. He turns the ball over. Tatakbo ang Rain or Shine. Clarito. That will be an offensive foul. Sabi ng referee, nauna daw yung Siko to create space. And now, sila naman yung makikiusap.
So they're going to review that.
Still a 10-point advantage for the Meralco Bolts. Masasayang na pagkakataon para sa Rain or Shine. Dahil yung mga pagkakataon doon na nakatakbo sila, resulted into good opportunities.
Positive, oh.
Positives for them.
After that review, it's an offensive foul on John Clarito, his second personal, fourth team foul for Rain or Shine.
Just an offensive foul against Jonard Clarito. Ito si Newsome staying in front. At malinaw naman that he was clipped with that right elbow.
So we have a report on Deo Quahao, cut on his right eyebrow. They're gonna patch it up. They patched it up and to stop the bleeding. It doesn't look like it's gonna require stitches. So maraming salamat kay Miss Eileen Shi.
Pinatakan lang ng pandikit. Yung mata, parang boxingero na rin lang. Fade away jumper. Won't trickle in para dito kay Antonio Hester. Villegas almost traveled. Yongson. Hinahanap itong si Clarito. Jonard still matched up against Newsome. Stops his dribble. Kicks it out to Nokum. Shot lock reads in for the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters. Nokum to Villegas. They'll have to put up a shot. 1 second to score. That will be a miss. Walang napuntahan yung opensa ng Elasto Painters.
Well, now Meralco has to be wise with this possession because this could really put a lot more pressure on Rain or Shine.
The Elasto Painters needed to find Aaron Fuller much earlier in the possession. Siya na lang yung consistent na nakakascore sa kanila at this stage of the matchup. Brickman gives it up to Newsome. One to score to be the buzzer for 4. That's short for the Meralco Bolts.
Didn't seem like that Meralco Bolts offense was going anywhere.
Unstoppable Aaron Fuller. Binabalang yung ulo, umatake. Dire-diretso for 2 points and he will bridge the gap a little bit. Inch Rain or Shine closer. Still down by 8 points, 117 to 109. Pero marami pang oras ang nalalabi dito sa ating second game. Here inside the Inares Center in Antipolo, we have a timeout. Meralco still leads. One of the players who stepped up dito sa second half para sa Meralco Bolts is Chris Banquero. 3 for 3 from the 4-point distance. 15 puntos pero sinabayan pa eh. Merong JV Mocon, merong Bong Quinto na dito talaga sa second half dumiin para sa Meralco Bolts.
So you gotta love this second half by the Meralco Bolts. Yung second quarter talagang naiwanan sila ng Rain or Shine. Nasa 26 to 22 quarter. You're only down by 6, but that start of that third quarter, remember Hester made that 3-point shot right away. And it really turned things around for them. 41 to 23 in the third quarter, and so far, still with an 8-point lead itong Bolts. Let's see if they can hang on to this.
Parehong koponan naghahanap ng kanilang unang panalo dito sa PBA 50th Season Governors Cup. Top ball screen, Newsome. Sinusubukan kumawala sa depensa ni Clarito. The pass to the corner, the 3 is called mula kay Bong Quinto.
Even Bong Quinto. Carlo, let's talk about the guys who have stepped it up here in the second half. Quinto with 14 points in the second.
Last 2 minutes brought to you by Sports Plus. Aaron Fuller, halos siya na lang mag-isa. Ang pumupuntos pa rin ang lumalaban. Para dito sa Rain or Shine, he draws the 5th personal foul of Antonio Hester and he will take 2.
Quick passes, finding the open corner shot by Bong Quinto. 5 in the third quarter, and then 9 here in the fourth.
Outside of Quahaw, yung mga tira sa labas ng Rainer Shine parang naubusan din.
Naubusan
No?
din, oo.
So, a minute 52, still possible. As you can see, all the points itong si Bong Quinto scored in the second half. Okay, same with JB Mocon.
And even Banquero.
10-point lead, a minute 43 remaining. Steal completed by Adrian Nocom, and he skies for the layup.
Ang bilis umangat, no? Ni Adrian Nocom. I mean, that explosive first step, but then being able to get up there, that even quicker.
Ngayon, magsusunog muna ng oras itong si Chris Newsome. 8-point advantage. They feel the clock is their friend right now. Newsome still burning some time. Uses the screen mula kay Hodge. Kontra ngayon kay Villegas. Step back, 3-point shot. Way short. That will be a shot clock violation.
Shot clock violation.
Kung malinaw yung rebound for Rainer Shine, that would have been a play on. But since it was tapped,
kaya
could be called as a shot clock
nag-iisip yung iba na
violation.
tumama ng ring. Di ba?
Rainer Shine will need something big right now. Fuller had the ball poke loose by Cliff Hodge. This can be reviewed para malaman kung sino ba talaga yung last touch.
Do you like the defense of Cliff Hodge? Usually, ang aabangan mo dun yung, di ba, habang dumidiin itong import or any offensive player, you want to keep your ground na hindi ka maikutan agad or what. But Cliff Hodge making the defense even think more and trying to steal that basketball.
Yun yung mga alanganin dyan eh, no? Matutusok siya palabas, but then
Baka na,
it could roll out the fingertips of offensive
or
player.
you push it with your fingertip a little bit more. Because you're trying to recover it, so you're reaching for that basketball.
It's natural, di ba? For a basketball player na pag nasundutan, try to recover it, but referee saying na hindi na. Last touch, itong si Cliff Hodge.
14 seconds on a
Still
shot clock.
possible in the PBA. This is just a 2-possession disadvantage.
Remember, we still have that 4-point shot.
Nocum gives it up finally to Villegas. Nocum ngayon on the switch. Sharp crossover. The kick out pass. Clarito. 3-point shot. Too strong. Cliff Hodge regains control of the rebound at ibibigay niya agad-agad kay Newsome. More time to burn for the Meralco Bolts. Sila by 8. Brickman locates Hester. Antonio kicks it out. Quinto fakes. Hodge, jumper, no good. And there will be a foul. And that's exactly what you do not want if you're Meralco.
Pushing foul on number 11, Chris Newsome penalty. His second.
Dahil nasa penalty na ang Meralco Bolts, maglalakad patungo sa kabilang banda ang Rainer Shine.
Well, they were trying to go for that offensive rebound once again, especially itong si Chris Newsome. But again, pagka may rebound kasi madaming hawakan.
Yeah.
Right, and usually, if the ball goes towards the guy that you're holding, matatawagan ka ng foul.
First free throw falls for Adrian Nocum. Papasok din yung pangalawa, but now they need a steal quickly. So they will put a lot of pressure against Newsome. Nandun si Brickman for the release pass, and now he will be fouled. That was the foul to give for the Elasto Painters. Dinidikitan talaga itong si Nusam. Oh, Villegas. And Nokum double team Hester at siya yung susubukan nila from the free throw line.
Oh, just a 6-point lead. A little bit of pressure here as well for Hester to make these 2 free throws. We've seen a lot of things happen in the PBA. Taking care of that first one. Yeah.
You won't say that this is a spectacular debut for Antonio Hester, but he did enough.
Good
The
enough.
Meralco Bolts. Dahil nga yung huling talo nila, walang import. Muntik nang manalo di ba?
Oo.
Konting tulong lang. Malaking bagay na yan para dito sa Meralco.
At ang susunod na laro ng Meralco will be July 21. That's 3 days from now. On Tuesday, dito pa rin sa Inares Antipolo.
Oh, nanakawan pa. Harap-harapan ito si Brickman. His layup will fall short, but he recovers. Nusam naman, susubok. Mintis din yung layup kasi naghahanap yan ng pangtulong sa kanilang quotient. Every bit could help out. And that will be the end of this ball game. Diyan po magtatapos ang larong ito. Meralco will finally get on the board. Tough loss in their first outing here in the Governor's Cup. Pero mabilis naman ang kanilang rebound. Mabilis yung galaw ng management. Nakapaghanap agad ng kapalit na import habang injured pa yung kanilang original pick. And the results were definitely positive. Player of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, and it is Jason Brickman.
19.7 assists, 3 steals, 8 of 12 from the field for Jason Brickman. Kung siya yung nagtitimon ng opensiba nitong Meralco, things were happening. He was finding his teammates. He was getting them open shots. Pero pagdating doon sa dulo, Jason Brickman tuloy-tuloy. Sinimulan niya, tinapos din niya for the first victory of the Meralco Bolts in this conference.
122 to 114, your final score. You know, it's unlikely for Meralco to score this many points kasi normally depensahan yung labanan nila, but they
Gusto nila below 100.
They just got hot, di ba? Kaya pagbibigyan mo naman talaga when things fall in your favor, especially in the second half. Ang mga laro po natin bukas, TNT, Tropang 5G will make their debut against Raymond Chow and the rest of the Macau Giant Pandas, still looking for their first win. And then Barangay Ginebra San Miguel will do the same against Phoenix Super LPG. Ayan po ang pagtatapos ng ating game day dito sa Inares Center. For Miss Eileen Shi, for Dominic Uy, ako po si Carlo Pamintuan. We'll see you again tomorrow from the Smart Araneta Coliseum for more PBA action in our 50th season Governors Cup.
Congratulations to our player of the game, Jason Brickman. After Meralco just shot 38% from the field in your last game, how did you adjust how you orchestrated your offense for an improved field goal percentage tonight?
Yeah, we wanted to continue to be aggressive. Obviously, we didn't shoot well, so we want to come back and bounce back after a tough loss.
Speaking of being aggressive, you led the scoring in that 41-point third quarter explosion. What would you attribute to that quarter?
Just trying to make the right plays. I think we did a good job in the pick and roll, and just trying to make the right reads. Got a few open shots, so we wanted to knock them down.
How special is this victory for you? Is there anyone you'd want to thank?
Yeah, it's great to bounce back, get our first win of the conference. I want to thank my family and friends that are watching back home and all the PBA fans.
Thank you so much, Jason, for your time. Let's now turn it over to the press conference room.
Coach Luigi improved shooting at 51% from the field today, what served as fuel for this high-scoring production.
Yeah, well, you know, Rainer Shine was shooting the ball well in the first half. They were 8 out of 16. I thought our guys, we had 11 turnovers. Rainer Shine had 16 fast break points in that first half. And then we kind of took care of the ball a bit. We only had 6 turnovers in the second half. Brickman was a plus 18 in that third quarter. We scored 41, so they kind of found the rhythm a bit. We also said that, Rain or Shine was playing well this first half, so we needed to ride the storm a bit, take care of the ball, defend the three better.
Game highlights of this matchup between the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters and the Meralco Bolts. Jason Brickman got going early, and it'll be a sign of things to come para dito sa gwardya ng Meralco Bolts.
Well, we mentioned every time Jason Brickman is aggressive going to that basket, and he's able to score, that's a plus for the Meralco Bolts.
Aaron Fuller nakapasok ng 3, pero sa kabila naman, tip in ang ibibigay nito si Antonio Hester. His 4th stint in the PBA, his debut for the Meralco Bolts.
6 points in the first quarter para dito kay Antonio Hester, pero mainit. Carlo, that first quarter was wow, knocking down 13 points for the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters.
At yan naman ang dahilan kung bakit abante sila patungo sa ating second quarter. Bumagal yung scoring nung second. At nalamangan nga ng 11 ng Rain or Shine ng Meralco, pero papalag sila. Newsome converting on a 3-point shot.
10 points from turnovers itong Rain or Shine. We could see that they shifted into a different gear. They were getting to their spots. They were able to score 26 points in that second quarter.
Pero nag-iiba talaga yung forma ng opensa ng Meralco pag pumapasok. Yung mga bitaw mula sa 3. Itong si Jason Brickman. They will fight back. They will battle. Even though maganda yung pasok ng mga fast break attacks mula dito sa Rain or Shine Elasto Painters.
Nakita natin mas mabilis sa second quarter itong Rain or Shine, able to get those fast break points, those opportunities because of them being quicker down that floor.
Magtatapos ang ating first half with Rain or Shine still ahead. This time by 6 points, 60-54, pero agad-agad makukuha ng Meralco ang kalamangan in the third quarter, at sila nga yung iinit mula sa labas. Stress na naman yan mula kay Brickman.
41 points para sa Meralco in that third quarter, pero tulong-tulong sila. You had Brickman with 9, Cancino with 6, Banquero with 8.
May ganting 3 itong si Adrian Nocum, pero mas mainit ang pagtatapos ng yugtong ito dahil 4 ang may babaon nitong si Banquero.
When you talk about them spreading that floor, nakita natin si Banquero knocking down that 4-point shot. And this time, nakita natin, nagkakaproblema sa depensa. Itong Rain or Shine in communication. That's another open 3-point shot. Para dito sa Meralco, they made 5 of 7 from that 3-point area.
Biglang nagbago na yung kwento from down 6 to up 8. 14-point turnaround in favor of the Meralco Bolts in that quarter. Nung fourth naman, si Fuller na lang yung halos umupensa para dito sa Rain or Shine Elasto Painters.
Good enough para dito kay Antonio Hester. Started out in the first quarter getting layups, going to the basket. In the fourth quarter, nung pinasok siya ulit, nakakakuha pa rin ng mga layup.
Sayang nga na nasaktan itong si Deo Cuajao dahil siya sana yung aasahan na katulong ng opensa nitong si Aaron Fuller. At ito na, the finishing touches coming from the Meralco Bolts. 3-point conversion coming from Bong Quinto. Lost their first game by 1 point without an import. Ang gayon, ipapanalo nila ang kanilang pangalawang laro dito sa ating Governors Cup. They beat the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters 122-114.